I would like to emphasize two more things in this talk. The first one is about the yoga. Actually, we say yoga, not just yoga, but by English we say yoga. That what happens is that we are very fortunate in India that we have this tradition of getting to the samadhi through the yoga. But unfortunately, somehow there is a lot of misunderstanding nowadays. They think that performing yogasana or pranayam is yoga, while actually yoga means silencing the activity of the mind to get established in one's own self. We can say mind joining with the Atma. So mind is transcending and is becoming one. Yoga means adding. So the activity of mind is decreased and finally it is added to the Atma. So that is the real yoga. And Maharishi has fortunately given very simple technique of how to achieving that yoga or transcendental state of consciousness. And he also even said there is a big misunderstanding. People think that Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Yoga Darshan says there are 8 limbs of the yoga. And people somehow, unfortunately, are thinking these are the 8 steps of yoga. So what they were doing? They were trying to perform yam, then niyam, then asan, then pranayam, then pratyahar. Like that, they were thinking that samadhi will be achieved last. But fortunately, Maharishi has seen and have clearly shown that what Patanjali meant was we start with samadhi itself. So, transcendental meditation gives the experience of samadhi, transcendental consciousness. So, by performing yogasana, you are not going to really have samadhi, but through transcendental meditation, you experience the samadhi, and then all other aspects they also go together. Maharishi always gave an example. If you catch hold of a hand, then the whole body comes. So Patanjali has said that there are 8 limbs of the yoga, 8 parts of the yoga. If you catch hold of one part, then everything else is also achieved. Even though every part is also very important. So it is good to perform, to have yama, niyama, asan, pranayam. It is all good. But basically, one should start with transcendental meditation, having the experience of samadhi, and then it will be much easier for developing all the other aspects of the yoga. So this is all about the yoga, that it is very simple. People were saying, oh, we have to control the mind and we should do a lot of tapas. But no, Maharishi has shown that we can use the natural tendency of the mind to go towards happiness, and he has given this very simple technology which everyone can practice and is practicing. We can say millions of people are practicing transcendental meditation. Now, another point comes is that Maharishi Patanjali has also given Patanjali Yoga Darshan so many sutras, and I can say from my visit to many universities that they have got no idea of technology of consciousness or how to use these Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So Maharishi has very simply given techniques how to use these Patanjali Yoga Sutras, and the effect of using these Patanjali Yoga Sutras have also been validated by subjective experience and also scientific experiments, that how the mind and body coordination improves. So this is, we can say, the complete yoga when we are practicing transcendental meditation and TMCD program. Now I come to the second part, that is the performance of yajnas. In India, actually, when Maharishi went abroad, people were asking, Maharishi, you say this is the supreme technology, then how India is not in that good condition? So Maharishi gave an example, Chinne mule neva shakhana patram. If there is a very good mango tree and it gives very good fruits, but if somehow we are cutting the root or we are not watering the root, the fruits will not come. So unfortunately in India, we were having all this knowledge, but somehow connecting the consciousness to this pure consciousness was lost. It is chinne mule neva shakane patram. If the root is cut, all the plants will dry up. All the leaves and stems, they will dry up. So similarly, the knowledge is there. All the 40 aspects of the Veda are there. Vedic technology is there, but it was being used partially at a very grosser level. You know, energy is higher at the subtler levels. So when we are using something at a very grosser level, because energy is less there, it is not having that much effect. But when we transcend, when we go to the very finest level of thought, and we perform the yajna from that level of para, then the yajnas have real effect. So to have the real effect of the yajnas, as is stated in the Vedic text, somewhere it says, "Yeh pathet Shiv Sannidho." Anyone who is reciting this yajna in the vicinity of Shiva. What it means? Vicinity of Shiva means transcendental consciousness. So if someone is performing this yajna or reciting this from the level of para, whatever is stated in the yajna, it will be achieved. So for the first time in many generations now, these yajnas are being used to total of their value, and we are having great effect. Pandits in India, they were reciting all these things, but they were not meditating. So Pandits have to first of all learn transcendental meditation, TMCD program, do Trikal Sandhya. Maharishi always emphasized that Pandits should do Trikal Sandhya, means in the morning when the sun is rising, in the evening when the sun is setting, and even in the midday. 3 times you have to perform Sandhya, so that your level of consciousness is always stationed at the transcendental level, and whatever you do, it will have, we can say, much more powerful effect. It will bring bliss to yourself, bliss to society, and bliss to the whole world.